Hello, everyone. Hello, Gideon. Thank you so much for joining us for the Reflect and Reset workshop. This is something that I've been planning for about a month now. Honestly, it's been happening in the back of my mind that I need to do something like this. I need to do something like this. And I was like, okay, let's do it on the 1st of July, Saturday, 9 p.m. Which, thinking back upon it, a lot of people usually are not very open to join workshops on weekends, but we're going to make it happen. I'm excited that we have getting here. We had a lot of sign-ups, and I hope they trickle in. If they don't, we have a replay that they can watch. We have a replay that you guys sitting in your home watching it on your YouTube or on the Stress Busters community, mostly on YouTube though, watching it on your laptop or on your phone. I hope you can take a lot of things away from this session. Quick reintroduction. I am Madhurima Sappatti. I am a freedom soul coach and I love to help multi passionate, ambitious dreamers basically manage the stress and prevent burnout so that they can do all the things they love doing without their own selves holding them back. I would love to invite you that as we move forward with this session, there will be a lot of spaces where you can ask questions, answer questions, and if you have any questions for me, you can definitely drop them in the YouTube channel in the comment section so that I can respond to them as soon as possible. And when we are asking you the questions here, I invite you to hit pause and actually think about what your answers are for the specific questions because at the end of the day, we are reflecting on the 6 months that have gone by in the month of 20 in the year of 2023 and the 6 more months that are going to come. This is a reminder that we can learn from our past, we can take what worked for us and let go of what didn't, and actually improve and evolve and fast track our process so that we're not kind of stuck in the same loopholes, we are not stuck in the same patterns, but we are actually learning from it and growing with it. So, thank you so much for being here once more. Let's get started with the agenda. Gideon, we have a quick icebreaker now. I hope that if you're comfortable with switching on the camera, amazing. If not, that works as well. So, let me just start the icebreaker session. And you can just stamp on your choice whether you are a coffee person or whether you're a tea person.
I think I'm a coffee person
Definitely.
these days. Yeah,
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm a coffee person as well. So, works as well. Do you like to call people or do you like texting?
I think I'm more of a core person these days.
Yeah, I'm a more of a texting person. I write a lot better than I talk sometimes. um, a
So I
big
feel like for text, right, you can
yeah.
definitely misconstrue messages, but I think for
Mm,
calls, you can hear the tone and probably maybe see the person sometimes. So
yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I completely hear. There are times when I would
yeah,
rather just jump on a video call and talk it out rather
mm,
than writing a lengthy paragraph.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you prefer the beaches or the mountains?
Probably beaches. Never been to this place before, but yeah, beaches.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I would like a good mix of both of them, but it's very hard to find, or I haven't searched properly now.
Does it snow in India?
Uh, it snows in the very top of India, near the
Like
Himalayas.
northern India?
Yeah, it snows near Himalayas and stuff, not below that.
Wow, so Himalayas is in India. Wow,
Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah. It is.
But I think
It's.
it's not like other countries also. I don't know, like isn't it spreading to another country too, or it's only India?
I think it spreads into Nepal as well. Nepal and a bit
Okay.
of Pakistan. Yeah. Now,
Oh,
don't take
nice.
my word for it though, because I sometimes suck at geography and my memory is. So don't take my word for it. Research, you guys. I don't know much. Don't come at me. uh, do you oh, do you prefer desserts or more savory stuff?
So this is burger or cookies, right?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, desserts versus
I
savory.
think burger, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Desserts, yeah.
Yeah, desserts are like they're not always cool. Sometimes I
Hmm.
just don't want to eat sweet stuff, but then there are times when I crave sweet stuff. So, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Hmm. For this, I can't say anything. I'm like more like an afternoon person, not even non it's afternoon, evening person, not even night or morning. So
Hmm.
I don't choose any. I choose the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah. I mean, we don't have a choice of the middle, but I'm gonna hit the night owl. A lot of you all know, whoever has seen me, that I am someone who loves to stay up at night. So, night owl for me. I wish there was like a middle part of it as well, but this is a this or that. So, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Do you prefer reading or do you prefer watching shows?
Yes. So I think it depends. It
Mm.
depends on context, right? I think this is I like reading,
Yeah.
but I think I'll go for movies.
Oh, okay. I'm a big reader. You know what? This is so fun because I didn't know what were some of the cards in this deck. But you guys, we are actually within the Stress Busters community. We have a book and movie club that is opening. It actually came out just today. The information went out to a lot of people in the community today. So if you guys love to read books or love to watch movies, either ways, join the Stress Busters community. The link is in the description. Will be put in the comment section below as well. And join us for a fun movie date or a book date. Love to see you there. All right, cat or dogs?
Hmm. I think I'm more of a cat person because dogs are annoying and they bark. I mean, dogs look aesthetically pleasing, but the
Hmm.
user experience is terrible.
Yeah. Oh
Cat, on
my.
the other hand, they scratch, but I think they're not noisemakers.
Yeah. Dang. I
I
mean,
hate
this
noise.
is this is a. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes a lot of sense. I am a bit of both. I love cats and I have dogs, so I love both of them. So I'm just, I don't know. Once again, the middle part doesn't exist. Oh wait, you can actually stamp right in the between. So yeah. Well, hopefully, you guys please tell us down in the comments what your favorite things were in this or that compilation. And let's move on. I hope you guys are energized. I hope you are relaxed enough to have this conversation with yourself and with us. If you have any questions, if you have anything you would like to share, please feel free to do that. We are here to hold space for you and support you. Let's move on to the grounding. Let me just start. And what I invite you to do is just take a few deep breaths, and then as we take these deep breaths, as we get into ourselves, we will just figure out what our intentions are for this workshop. What are you as an individual hoping from this workshop? Once again, if you are watching this in the replay, leave it in the comments below what your intentions for this workshop is. But we'll start with a quick grounding so that we can move forward with a very grounded energy as opposed to a very energy. So yeah, let's get started. I'm just gonna start. I hope you guys can hear the music. Focus on breaths until you ground yourself, until you feel like, oh, you know what, I'm centered, I'm in my own space. Just keeping deep, taking deep, deep breaths. All right, Gideon. How are you feeling? Are you feeling grounded? Do you need a couple more minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Awesome. Yeah, so just start writing out here what some of your intentions are for this event. What do you hope to achieve? You can just start writing, and yeah, what are some of your intentions for the event? You can even say it out loud if you don't want to write on the board at the moment.
So my intention for the remainder of the year, right?
Yeah, but for this specific event, like what do you hope to achieve from this event? What are some of the things that you would like to take forward and carry forward with this event?
Okay. So can you give me a bit more context,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, no, so no worries at all. My question is, because we are here in this event, and I would like to ensure that you walk away with some of the most things that you might potentially need for the next half of this year. What are some of the things that you are hoping to achieve from this particular workshop so that I can facilitate it accordingly?
Okay, so I think I'm looking for some form of clarity as to how to reach some of my business goals in that kind of sense. Um, and yeah, I'm still sort of figuring out leadership and management, like managing my time, managing my team, managing our output, and also making sure that we're also tracking our time, tracking our efforts, tracking our results, you know, to make sure that we're sort of getting closer to the bigger goal that we set for the brand.
Love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And what are some of your intentions for the next 6 months of 2023?
Okay, so I wrote it somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up. Sorry, by the way, I think I'm hearing like background noise. I think maybe you canceled your noise cancellation. I don't know. I'm hearing
You
like a
you
lot
can
of
hear
background
from my
noise.
end.
Yes, I can hear like too many background noises.
Hold on. How about now?
Yes, how do you do that? It has reduced.
Is it better?
Yes, way better. It's
Okay.
almost it's almost non-existent. It's like non-existent.
Okay.
Okay,
So, yeah.
all right. So we have 6 months left. I think. Do you want it to be for me or like my business, or how do you?
I mean, it can be for anything, whatever your intentions are for the next 6 months. It can be anything that is coming up for you right now. So it can be for yourself, it can be for your business, it can be for specific goals and areas in your personal life. It can be anything.
So I think it could be surrounded in my business, to be honest. But I think one for me personally is probably travel out of Nigeria. I'm gonna travel out of the country very soon. Right, probably somewhere far away, not so close by like I've been doing. So maybe travel somewhere far away, maybe up north Africa or outside Africa, and then yeah, probably to. I definitely want to sort of quadruple our revenue from the first half because, like I told you, right, first half of the year was really slow. We didn't get a lot of revenue from our work, right? So definitely we have like a set target, like a specific amount of money we want to sort of bring in for the business as gross revenue,
Hmm.
and then yeah, also we probably want to do some great work that's going to be probably featured in a popular media, or work with a big brand. And working with big brands also gives you some form of exposure too. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we're looking for that kind of exposure that sort of brings inbound leads in that sense, because we don't want to have to be reaching out to clients. We want them to start coming to us. So yeah.
No, love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's hope that we can help you enter a proper mindset and get you prepared for the next half of 2023. Let's go.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right, so here's how what we're going to do. We are going to start reflecting on the past 6 months, and I have a few questions. Once again, for anyone who's watching the replay, please feel free to start answering these questions for yourself. And Gideon, please go ahead and tell us what were some of your major goals at the start of 2023. You can write them down.
So
Yeah.
2023, I had said that we would make 100K,
Mm-hmm.
$100K, I think, as profits, but we're nowhere close to that. Nowhere close to that. A lot of things happened along the way, economic downturn,
Yeah,
recession,
yeah.
all of that. Yeah, so of course, I'm just want to expand the team. I probably wanted to get a car myself, but I sort of
Mm-hmm.
postponed that because of the business, right? I want to invest the money back into the business and not buy a liability per se for now. Yeah, and I can't remember all of them though, but I think that's one of me. And of course, traveling outside Africa was also one of the um, plan. I'm probably buying like a landed property.
Mm,
Yeah, so it was.
love
So yeah,
that.
I think that's yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind if I write them down here?
Yes, I don't mind.
Okay, hold on. Let me start writing it down. So, 100K revenue, car, travel, buying a property, and did I miss anything? Expanding your team. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Do you want to add anything else in here?
Okay, I don't know. Let me probably add the dollar sign to this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great, great idea. Yeah. Awesome. So, these were your major goals at the start of 2023, right?
Yes,
Okay. How many of these goals have you achieved?
none.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I've no. I think I've expanded the team, but yeah. So I think that's the only thing I've done. Expanded my team.
Okay. So, let's say grown your team, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do anything else along these lines that helped you kind of move the needle forward on some of the goals that you wanted to achieve?
Yeah. So of course, yeah, we did right. That is trying to market the business, even though we're not consistent with it because we were working on some client projects, so we didn't have that whole capacity to market the business while working on projects. Some projects were actually overwhelming to even start with. So yeah, so yeah, we tried, but
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think it's important to know what we have done so far so that we can learn and grow and evolve better. So, do you want to kind of dive a bit deeper into what were some of the things that you did in marketing your brand?
okay, okay. So for what we did differently was we hired like a BDM, more like, let me just in simple terms, right? It's a business development manager, someone that helps you develop new businesses by going out to people, meeting them, and connecting, building new relationships with them. But for that, we've not really gotten any results for on that front yet. We had a few calls with the clients, but I
Okay.
think they probably changed their mind or something. They didn't get back to us on time. So yeah, the other thing we did was, of course, have like a social media plan. So we posting on LinkedIn for the past 3 months, more than 3 months, consistently. You know, we sort of started sending out a few email newsletters. We got one or two calls, and yeah. So on Twitter, personally, yes, I doubled my following on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
And as I sort of have like a whole loyal following now. I realized that there's now less friction because people already know me before I even send them DMs in that kind of
Hmm.
sense. They already sort of associate because this other is a guy who's also a leader in this branding space, right? So we are friends, right? And we talk often, and he always retweets my tweets, right? So sort of people sort of know me with him now. So if I DM anybody, they always think that, oh, this Victor's guy, that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, I doubled my following. I sort of started building a community of people that know me and sort of know what we do in that kind of sense. And then also started my podcast, video podcast, like I think I told you earlier. Even though I've not been consistent, but we've almost hit 100 views on two
Nice.
episodes. So yeah, I mean, it's something, right? I've not done any paid ads on them. It's just what do you call it, organic, right? And then we've also amassed close to about 7,000 impressions on just that one post alone that I made, just one on one video. So I did like a snippet, posted it on LinkedIn, posted it on Twitter, and I kept on retweeting, requoting. I put on everybody's face almost every day, right? So we got a lot of people that were adding to bookmarks and watching it. So yeah, and then yes, marketing. I think we tried doing some ads once. I don't know if we actually ended up doing it, but I don't think it worked out well for us. But we're sort of re-strategizing now. So I brought in a marketing consultant, so I can focus on the business while he focuses on marketing. Right. So then we have a plan for July to like December. Have like a whole marketing plan for what we want to do, and it's actually very very big, right? It feels overwhelming, to be honest, because right now it requires me to probably start speaking in public, start getting on more webinars and Twitter spaces, basically putting myself out there every day. It's a lot.
Nice. Yeah, no, thank you so much for sharing. I feel like these are all some really major things that you have done to work towards
Mm,
achieving your goals. And once again, for who is watching the replay, remember that even if you have not completely achieved the goal, you have still worked towards it, and that counts for something. That is
mm.
lessons that we can learn that are both good and bad from the work that we have done so far. So, Gideon, and for everyone watching this, I'm just gonna give a huge round of applause. Let's go. Yeah, because you guys deserve it. You did the work. A lot of people just think about it and let it be. You guys are doing the work. And Gideon, this is amazing. A lot of the goals that you managed to achieve. This is really, really dope. Let's move on into what were some of the goals that you didn't achieve. And you can talk about, we had 6 things that we wrote down at the very beginning of this particular section of the video. So, what were some of the goals that you didn't achieve from that, and you haven't made any sort of headway on it?
Any headway? I would say travel, because I think I planned to travel, but traveling scares me
Hmm.
because it's almost like you're entering a new space with nobody. You must then try to find people to talk to get connected with or acquainted with. So it feels overwhelming. And then yeah, the price of airplane fares are a lot these days. They've sort of increased like times two. So it's almost like, is this really worth it for me in that kind of sense? So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Anything else that you didn't achieve or made any kind of headway on in your life, basically?
My life. Uh, I don't know. Maybe my business. Yeah, probably the 100K revenue and buying property is not achieved those.
Okay.
So I don't know if I actually have personal plans for my life, because I do have made it. I've stuff intertwined business and my life together. So I
Mm,
don't know if I have my own personal plans.
okay.
Maybe right now I might have what, maybe just to start going to the gym. That might just be my personal plan. But aside from that, I don't have any personal plan.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I think once again, you guys take a pause here and think of what were some of the goals that you didn't achieve uh, in these past 6 months that you thought that you would love to achieve at the very start of this year. and then take some time to think about what were some of the obstacles that prevented you from achieving these goals. Gideon, like you said, travel ticket fares are expensive, and you also said that traveling to new places is scary. Is there anything else you'd like to add in this space? What were some of the obstacles that prevented you from achieving the 100K revenue, or prevented you from buying the property?
Um, to be honest, I don't know. I think it's more of slow income and probably being scared of the future, because I think our leads were not so consistent, right? And we're getting delayed responses from some of these clients. So in a way, it's almost like, if I spend this money right now, where are we going to be able to survive in that kind of sense? Was our wrong way, like, we still need to expand it, we still need to invest back into probably more of paid marketing and all of that. So yeah, I think that's what deterred me from doing some of these things.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, ticket fares were expensive, traveling to new places is scary, slow income, focused on surviving, no consistent leads. Is that right? Would you
Yeah.
like to add anything else in here? Because, once again, think of this as just a way to move forward and to grow and to learn from whatever is showing up here. So if you want to add any more things, even if it is personal, and you're like, you know what, Mathurima, I'm gonna write these things down in my personal book. That works as well. No, no pressure as such.
Yeah, I think that's it for now.
Awesome. Then let's move on to: are you still interested in achieving these goals?
I mean, so for the 100K, right? I mean, definitely it'd be very nice to achieve it,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like right now I've sort of stepped it down. So I've sort of made the goal like half, even less
Mm-hmm.
than half, a little bit less than half. So we're
Okay.
looking at reaching maybe at least 25K to
Mm-hmm.
30K at least in the next 6 months, right?
Okay.
So yeah,
Right. Okay. Now, what about
I said
travel?
35K though. So yeah, so as for travel, yeah, I think I'm going to be doing that, but maybe not so far. So I'm probably thinking of going to Ghana later, maybe next month. So
Okay.
yeah, that can be.
Nice. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So now I wrote this question again because we wrote what were some of the things that you did achieve. And we mentioned that, okay, you know what, I hired a personal development manager. I am, you have a plan for July to December. You have hired a marketing consultant. You have been posting consistently. You have doubled your impressions, actually increased your impressions a lot, doubled your following on Twitter. You are doing email
And
marketing.
also tripled our brand's following
Oh,
on
nice.
Twitter, tripled, and
Nice.
also probably increased our following on LinkedIn too. So it's a lot of what we did, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. So these are all amazing things. So think about all of this once again. You've grown your team, you have put in the work. And so, from all of these things, what skills, thoughts, tools, or mindsets helped you achieve these goals? Think about what were some of the things that helped you actually start making progress on your goals, start helping you achieve your goals.
So I think one thing is complacency is a killer of dreams, in the sense that you must step out of your comfort zone and do things even though you're not in the mood to do it. I think I told you about the fact that I might have a plan, but then by Monday my mood is all over the place, and
Mm,
then I don't end up doing. So what I've done is I make sure that the day I'm in the mood, I schedule my posts. Or
right.
the day I'm in the mood, I rant and say everything in my mind, right? Maybe on Tuesday I might not be so active, but that Monday I make sure that I stuff amass that whole impression,
Mm,
speak about what I do, probably comment on other people's posts, probably share a win, probably share insights. I just do it because I have to do it, not because I really want to. Do you understand? Yes. And then what other thing? And yeah, of course, right. I know that I have to sort of do the work because this is my only source of income in that kind of sense. So nobody's going to push you to do the work if you don't do the work yourself. So definitely, that was one of the things I'm like survival mode, that kind of sense where I have to do the work whether I feel like or not.
All right. So, do you think working on these things, even though you don't want to do it, do you think they help you in growing your business?
Yes, so you must have. So I know that I know that you must have a long-term growth strategy. You must have long-term in mind. If you're thinking, oh, my content did not get past 10 likes, definitely you be consistent. So I'm looking beyond likes now into impressions. Right now, I saw my post have it has like about 13 likes, but it has almost 500 impressions. You get almost 50 minutes of watch time. And I'm like, this is a 1 minute video I posted, and it has like 50 minutes of watch time. I mean, 50 people have watched the video, but only 13 liked it. For almost 500 people saw the video, saw the post itself,
Mm-hmm.
in that way. And also this year, I'm going to the events where people are like, oh, Gideon from Pixis, right? People are even calling me Pixis at the point, right? So
Nice.
yeah, so I just feel like I have to do this, right? It's something that I need to do. Also, I went to a friend's office, and then our co-founder was like, "Oh, I saw your post. I love the post." I'm like, "You loved it, but you never commented on the thing, or you never gave a like to it." And also, I saw another case study where we were pushing this brand, we were talking about the brand every day on Twitter, but then somebody still kept on asking, "What do you guys do?" So then made me realize that there's nothing like too much marketing. You must always push the brand. Nothing like, "Oh, I'm too salesy." Nah, push your brand because the thing is, people may not remember you. Right? People are going through a lot, right? Maybe the day I see your post, I might be depressed or I might not be in the mood. I might be busy, right? But the next day when I probably see your post again, I might be in a better mood. I might be now more interested. You know, some people might just not care at the first instant because who are these guys? But then they keep seeing you. They might ask, okay, what do you have to say that's so special? Do you understand? So that's how I sort of started seeing marketing these days. So I understand the essence of pushing every single day.
What was the mindset that helped you to push even when you didn't want to do it?
So you can say we're playing the long term game, right? So everything I do today actually matters, right? So even if it's just a small step, even if it's as small as moving my mouse, it's something, it's progress in that kind of sense. Other people are probably just slacking or slipping off, right? So I'm making progress by sending that small email. I'm making progress by making that document. I'm making progress by sending, a proposal or getting on a call. Doesn't matter if it brings in leads right now or it brings money right now.
Yeah.
Me put on Instagram is also sort of trying to market my business. So yeah, so small steps lead to bigger results in the long term.
Yeah. Love that. Awesome. Do you want to add anything else in this space?
Um, Not really.
Mm-hmm. So my question is, do you think these tools or these mindset is repeatable? Do you think this can be repeated once more and as many
Definitely.
times you need? Okay. Can you use these tools, mindsets to achieve the goals that you couldn't before?
Yes, but now I think it's going to have to be on a more sustainable or a bigger scale, because so the way I see it is, I know about sharing my work consistently, but I haven't been doing it. I know the results it can potentially bring, but I haven't been doing it. You know, so I think maybe now have a schedule for scheduling my content, have a schedule for scheduling my posts, and then yeah, playing long term games still works in that kind of sense. And then yeah, everything I do has impact. Okay, small steps. So I'm thinking, instead of saying small steps, think bigger. So an example is I'm working on an ebook, right? The idea was just to probably just send it to a few people I know, send it on LinkedIn and just slip it off. What I will do right now is I'm going to get industry leaders to sort of sign off on that book
Mm-hmm.
in that kind of sense, right? So when they sign up on that book, then the book has better prestige. It's almost like, oh, this person signed the book. Why are you not reading it? Why are you not to read it? In that kind of sense. The thing is like they'll be like, okay, who is Gideon? They don't know Gideon, but then they know this other person. They know Victor. They know this other guy. Okay, these guys are thought leaders in this space. So yeah, they might be more interested now in reading it in that kind of sense. So it's about thinking bigger. What we are today, can we think bigger than what we are currently doing? I know that there's so many opportunities. You just have to open your eyes to them. You know.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. And so the next question is, you know, if your thoughts were no, I mean, which weren't, but if whoever is watching this and your thoughts were like, no, I actually can't use these tools and mindsets to achieve my old and new goals, think about what are some of the things that can help you achieve your old and new goals, because you now know what doesn't work for you as an individual. So think about what does work. If these options are not working out for you, even though they have worked for some of your previous wins, what are some of the new actions, what are some of the new tools and mindsets that you can bring in to achieve your new and old goals? Hit pause, think about this for a moment, and figure out a plan, because you got this. That's the thing, you guys have the answers that you're looking for. You, a lot of people, a coach, a mentor, a lot of these individuals can help you fast track the process, give you the knowledge, but knowledge is very accessible in today's day and age. So think about, if these tools aren't working, you're not in a mood, or you don't feel like these tools can actually help you achieve your goals, think of what else can, and then start making a plan out of that. The next thing is, do you have any new goals? What are they? I know, Gideon, you said that you'd like to join a gym. Do you have
Oh,
any?
that's what. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Gym. Okay. Yeah. Um, gym probably maybe triple my connections because I want to know more people because I think I was an introvert or I'm an introvert, but then I want to actually derive joy meeting new people. It's more like a new experience. So tripling my connections or tripling my friends in that kind of sense.
nice. I love that.
So when I wrote tripling. I don't mean
Ah, okay,
keeping.
okay, okay. I'm so sorry. I hold on. I'll just remove this so
Yeah.
that. Okay. Does that work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yeah. No, I love that. Well, what do you need for these new goals to succeed? Think of your experience from the past 6 months and draw lessons from it. What are some of the things that will help you and motivate you to go to the gym? That will help you to triple your connections.
So I think what would motivate me to go to the gym is if I had a partner that probably drives, yeah, driving drives, or it also goes with me, right? Because I feel like if I do it on my own, even though I pay for it, I may not be consistent with it. 'Cause I think that's one thing I struggle with consistency. I
Mm,
may go Monday to Wednesday, Thursday I might be in the bad mood. I'm like, bruh, stay home,
yeah.
please leave me alone. But if I have somebody that's always like, okay, Gideon, 7 a.m., let's go, waiting for you
Yeah.
in the car, and then I have to probably go. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Would it be okay if I write accountability partner here as well?
sorry.
Like an accountability partner, someone who can keep you accountable to your goals?
So maybe not just accountability. I want like a partner that's also gymming as me. So maybe
Yeah.
somebody who also goes to the gym,
Yeah.
maybe from the same location or close by at least. So at least we can sort of go together.
That makes
But
sense.
then I feel, but then I feel like if I on my first day I might meet somebody there who might actually want to be, who might also be going to the same gym. Sorry, I mean from the same place as I live, right? I think, right? So maybe I can try the first day and probably hope that I see somebody that will be my accountability partner the first day.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That is a very brilliant plan. I absolutely love it, because you are actually going to the place. You're not asking people from where you are right now. You're asking people who are already doing the thing that you want to be doing, and asking them to
Yeah.
join you on this mission, which is really clever and really powerful. So I absolutely love that. And what about tripling your connections? What are some of the things you might need for this goal to succeed?
So I think for tripling my connections, I probably have to delve into public speaking in that kind of sense, because I feel like once people start to pick your brain, they want to probably rally around you. Be like,
Mm,
okay, Gideon, I like your speech at yesterday's conference or yesterday's Twitter Spaces. I like to connect in that kind of sense, right? So
right.
yeah, I think delve into public speaking, probably sending people messages, DMs, following people and telling them I like to connect with them. You know, maybe going out more often, certainly like a routine. Maybe every Fridays it has to be outside my house. I can't stay at home and get connected with anybody. So maybe keep a routine of going out maybe every Fridays. I don't know how feasible that is for me personally, but
Mm.
if I were to advise somebody else, that's what I'll tell them.
That is really well thought out. Thank you so much for sharing that. Once again, you guys feel free to answer these questions for yourself and figure out what that looks like for you. What are some of the things that you might need for you to succeed? And feel free to drop them in the comment section, because you don't know how many people are potentially walking on a similar path as you are, and so you can reach out to them, they can reach out to you, and you guys can support each other on this journey and hold each other accountable, and yeah, move on from there. So with that, thank you so much. I am going to close this part, and let's move on. All right, so this is just a quick, just a moment to kind of give gratitude to yourself, give gratitude to those around you. You can respond in the answer box below. Just think of what are you grateful for. This is just a way to kind of bring back to yourself all the things that you've shared so far. What are some of the things that you're grateful for? Some of the people you're grateful for. Feel free to respond in the answer box, Gideon, because then it will come out as a uh, word cloud basically, so just one word responses. And I invite you guys to do this on your end as well. Feel free to take a moment to just write what you're grateful for. Hit pause,
You
think
said you
about.
said, you said one word.
Yeah, just one word. So I mean, you can write multiple one words, but if you write a one word response, then it will come out as a word cloud.
Okay.
Yeah. I love this. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool.
Why did you say social and media? I meant social media growth,
Ah,
um,
yeah, it's a one
mental
word thing, so
health.
you have to like write one word so that it comes out as a cloud.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but this looks so cool. I swear to God, this looks so amazing. Like the growth right smack in between is
Yeah,
really
I think
amazing.
growth was the denominator with a lot of them. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love it. Actually, you know what? If you want, we can make the standard, and these are amazing. Life, new relationships, new friendships, social media growth, client growth, mental health, family. This is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Gideon. And yeah, once again, these are some of the things that you're grateful for. These are some of the things that give you joy, that give you happiness, that gives you that sense of purpose, sense of motivation, sense of love. So think about what you are grateful for as an individual and take some time and figure this out. Honestly, pause the video and think of what you are grateful for, because these are the things that's going to support you on this journey. With that, let's move on to the next part of this. This is my favorite parts of this. Is something that I do all the time, so I'm extremely excited and psyched to do this process. Hold on. Let's go. Okay, so we are going to actually let go of what hasn't helped us and work on what has. So, what I want you to do is imagine yourself honestly sitting in front of this fireplace and think of what you want to release. Think of what are some of the things that didn't work out, some of your mistakes, some of the things that you absolutely did not like from the way that your past 6 months have gone by. uh, Anything, these are behaviors, thought patterns, anything that does not work for you, that does not serve you anymore. What I want you to do is just focus on the fire and then imagine yourself letting go of these things and allowing the fire to consume it and clearing out space for the new to enter. This is a great way to release and to reset yourself, because when everything that did not work is gone, you have learned as much as you wanted to from it. You have learned your lessons, you have reflected on it, you have taken what worked, what didn't work. The next thing you can do is let go of it so that you can create new experiences for yourself. So I'm just going to stop talking for the next 5 to 10 minutes. All I want you to do is just focus on the fire and let go of whatever did not work for you. Imagine this fire cleansing your space, cleansing your inner self, and igniting the things that worked for you. Firing up you from inside, firing up your passion, firing up your love, firing up your dreams, your missions, your goals. Allow this fire to be a medium of strength, of resilience, as well as something that purifies you. I'm going to stop talking, just focus on the fire, and I hope you can let go and reset whatever is no longer serving you anymore. All right, Gideon, how are you feeling? For anyone watching this in the replay, you can pause, rewind, loop this. I'll attach the link to this video. This video is available on YouTube. You can look at it and let go of anything that is coming up for you. Let go of anything that's no longer serving you and reset yourself. Reset and get started. Hey Gideon, how are you feeling? Are you there?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think I feel good.
Yeah. Did that help you? Did that support you on this resetting journey?
Yes, in a way, yes.
What's coming up for you?
So, I think first off, I just let go of the things that were sort of disturbing my mental space in that kind of sense, and then, as you said, right, you have to sort of have that burning desire. So I started having like positive thoughts, saying, "Yeah, I can do it," even though I feel overwhelmed. Right, I have to do it, and I will do it, in that kind of sense.
Yeah, amazing. And I just wanted to remind all of you amazing human beings who are watching this that every day is a new day. We have had 6 months go by and we have learned a lot, we have done a lot, we have worked towards our goal. Some have worked, some haven't worked out. And so this is a reminder that every day is a new day and we still have 6 more months left for this year to achieve whatever we wanted to achieve. If you felt like the last 6 months were long, they were annoying, they were, dragging out a lot of times, well, you have 6 more months of the same amount of time available to support you on this journey to achieve your dreams. So think about that, and just a reminder that every day is a new day and you have a fresh start to move forward with your goals. With that, I invite you to ask me any questions that you might have. Now, if you were a part of this workshop, I would have responded directly. But if you want to, you can drop them in the comment section below and I'll make a small video out of it and I'll share my thoughts on some of the things that you are going through. This will be purely advice. This won't be a group coaching session because I won't have access to you as an individual. I might have context but not access. And so I will give my own thoughts. So when you are framing the question, when you are asking me the question, right, like this, my question is ask your question, give me a bit of context, give me a bit of what worked and what didn't work, what have you tried in the past, so that that will help me give you an advice that is more resonating and that actually supports you on this journey and is not a same repeat of the things that you have potentially tried in the past. With that, Gideon, do you have any questions for me when it comes to reflecting and resetting and starting on your journey again?
Um, so everything you've written down now, um, I would say, how does that really help me right now? Because I think you have the files, right? I don't have the files, so I don't know how does that help me to reflect on my own personal time.
So I will send you a file. You will have access to the recording, and I will send you a screenshot of the uh, whiteboards that we have created. And hopefully, you can reflect on it on your own time if that answers your question.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that works.
Yep. And once again, this is a space for you to reflect on what worked and what didn't work for you as an individual. And whatever lessons you have learned from the past 6 months, feel free to give them a try. Some of the things that have worked will, as you said, the tools, the mindset of thinking bigger. It's something that can potentially help you in the new goals that you have created, as well as in your old goals that you would like to achieve, like the $25,000 um, revenue that you want to get into your business. So think about how thinking bigger, how marketing, how doing all the things that you're doing that is currently supporting you on this journey can help you more. How can thinking bigger help you more?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying.
Hold on.
Yeah, this is nice.
I got you. Yeah. So if you press S2, it will give you the applause.
F2.
S2. S2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying. I'm pressing the numbers 2 2 3 3. I don't know what this is doing.
Yeah. So that's giving you the reactions. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I hope this was helpful. I hope this workshop was helpful for you, and the intention that you set out for at the very beginning of this space. I hope it helped you give a bit more clarity on what you wanted to achieve.
Yeah, so I think one thing that made me open up, or let's say think outside the box, was when you said, if everything I said right now does not work, what do I do? I'm like,
Mm,
damn. That was a lot to process.
yeah,
But yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. And
and
once,
and
yeah, sorry.
and I think it was quite disappointing to see that I had a big plan earlier in the year, and then it almost feels like I've sort of less than halved that
Hmm.
plan, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. But
yeah. You know,
anyways,
I hear you, and that makes a lot of sense. And it's okay to feel disappointed. But then, with the next 6 months that are left for you, how are you going to work on those plans and achieve the plans that you've set it out? Because goals are big. You know, we as individuals love to think big, right?
yeah,
Especially the overachievers, the multi passionate, the ambitious people. We want to think big. We feel like we can achieve it because somewhere down there is the belief that, hey, we can actually achieve this. So think about, well, how can I achieve it? Create a solid plan, and you have a good plan. You have invested in hiring your team, growing your team, creating a plan that works specifically based on the impressions that you shared with me. It works. And so, what can you do to actually power on, double down, and ensure that the things that are working can help you achieve the goals that you set out?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let the disappointment be
All
there.
right.
Don't try to like ignore it because it exists for a reason, but then don't let it hold you back as well. If that makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Mm, yeah. Well, I hope that you could reset. I hope that you could let go and you can now start to move forward with a lot of energy, a reminder that every day and these new 6 months are a new start and a fresh start for yourself. And for everyone watching this out there, I hope this supported you. And I will see you in the next workshop. A quick reminder, the Stress Busters community will be hosting two workshops every month starting this month, with guest experts coming in from different areas of life. So if you're intrigued by it, if you want to learn more, if you want to join more workshops like these, please feel free to join the Stressbusters community and get early access to all the information around these workshops. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. And yeah, you got this.